Is it all to upload? We're ready to go.
Woo!
Cleric list up.
I choose to start incoherently screaming.
Okay.
Please don't.
No.
You incoherently scream. Roll me a sanity check.
Is that based on will? I fail.
When did we move to Call of Cthulhu?
Ever since I was rolling sanity checks last night for D&D 5e. The Underdark is not a nice place. Anyway.
No, never has been.
Okay. So, Team PC. You have found yourselves down in a very dusty basement. Underground.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not basement, I suppose. It's technically you're inside an underwater tomb.
Yeah. Very dusty. Con damage dust.
Some of you have lost con.
I didn't.
Stop.
I myself are included in the people that have lost con.
I've only got 8 left.
I have, 10 left?
Yeah. Well, there is some good news. Con damage doesn't affect the minimum con you die at.
It's true.
Or the negative hit points you die at, rather. That's good.
Thank you for seeing the bright side, Big B.
Yeah. I had to make sure of that because
That was a fair point, but no.
change
That-
is to giving.
There is no auto give, but unless you reach 0 con. We'll get there. So, Team PC. You are down in the tomb. You are in currently what is a large open chamber. The ceiling high and vaulted. And the walls covered in a number of various pictures, hieroglyphics, and what you believe are tales of those who are long deceased. Saying it's creepy down here would be an understatement. Also, it's a completely valid question. Has anyone got a light source?
My sword.
Yes.
Dancing
Okay.
lights.
And an ion
have-
torch that I
we
can give
have-
this more.
Yeah, and we have the light spell.
All right.
And light spell.
Let's see. Felix is not here anymore. I have to remove his token.
James is-
Devlin's is going to keep dancing lights around the room, basically.
James walks up to Arbuk, takes out a flaming pyramid, and puts it next to Arbuk's head. It starts floating there.
What?
Round.
Why? I like for dark.
Dark, why don't you copy my token?
Just so I have them all together. I don't want to interfere with the top hat.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
Also, for a mirror of our own this page, where's the Sunken there?
Well, we're not going to be on there for much longer, so
I also have it on a notepad.
that's fair.
I'll just grab your token so I can copy them across now. Preempt.
That's fair.
So, in this large vaulted room with the various hieroglyphics about, there is one exit on the far side of the room. A simple wooden door. Rather plain and, well, lack of grandeur compared to this room itself.
Wait,
That seems interesting.
before anyone moves,
I don't trust it.
perception for traps.
You may search for traps.
Should I use...
Is that including your plus to find hidden things?
No, that's why it's detailed underneath.
You don't see any traps?
I think it's safe in here?
Yeah, I could have cast Bestow Insight on you, because I do have Perception trained.
I forget you have skills.
I forget.
Yeah, as far as Arbok can tell, there is no traps between you and that door.
That doesn't seem right. Will save to disbelieve.
Sure, James and his great will save can roll.
You might get lucky.
Do not have Bless currently running.
Only a
7.
James thinks everything's an illusion. No, wait, no, never mind. Nothing's an illusion.
Yep. You're good, dear.
Well... Arbok's gonna
I
start...
suppose Devlin's just going to poke the door with
No.
his quarterstaff?
If you go to poke the door with anything, Garvin's going to grab you and move you back. Devlin, you're
Okay.
not the toughest in the best of times. If there's something there that Arbok might have missed, it might just kill ya.
You know, Devon all 17 of his hit points.
It might just kill ya. Personally, I think most of us should stand back and let someone else go to work on the door.
That seemed pretty reasonable.
This place, remember, this place was built by a pirate. Specifically one who likes his curses and traps.
So you're saying we should stand way over there and just let Ari roll a flaming sphere into the door?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
That's
Yeah.
not a bad idea.
Alright.
Kind of like that idea. Ari, do the
Um,
flamey sphere thingamajig.
Ari will roll a flaming sphere into the door under the influence of everyone else, apparently.
Please.
Well,
Yes, exactly. We all get to the other side of the room.
go ahead and roll me fire damage as it hits the door.
Alright.
I like to
where's
imagine we're
flaming
approaching
sphere?
behind like a sarcophagi.
That's Mortis.
No,
That's
there is no
Ari.
sarcophagus. There are a number of statues in the room you can hide behind.
Okay, we're hiding behind those.
Yeah.
I can imagine we're all just poking our
Hopefully,
heads
you don't
out
have to
watching
hide behind
this.
any.
Watching this like sphere roll into it, where our heads are poking out from behind.
Is it going to explode?
9
Roll
damage.
9 damage.
The door is cooked away 1 second.
Out comes the beaks.
Also, Ari's just gonna immediately use your prism and get back that spell slot.
It's burning and burning and burning. Door's not destroyed yet, but you can continue pushing it against the door.
I mean,
You
the door
might as well
doesn't.
just
The
go
door
for it.
doesn't move, so I mean,
I mean, it's like a giant flaming meat grinder.
And that was enough to one-shot the door at 10 damage. Fire damage. The door doesn't have a whole lot of resistance to that. It's wood.
In fact, if I'm right, don't like wooden objects take double damage to fire.
It's an effective object. It's an effective thing to use against them. I'll say that.
Oh no, it ignores hardness. That's
Yes.
what it's.
Using an appropriate energy type to match what you're trying to destroy ignores all hardness of the object. So you're destroying a stone wall, for example, that is vulnerable to acid. Well, yeah, you ignore hardness. Acid splash can technically dig through a stone wall.
I mean, it is still acid.
Yes,
Not
it's
much
very-
acid, but it's still acid.
You say not much. I'm gonna look at my ray builds. Ignore that.
I mean, okay, yeah, it's technically actually better or as good as a vial of alchemist fire.
You're the outlier, Dark. We cannot use you in part of statistics.
Yes.
Well, I can. Just the thing is, if you probably want to use a median where I'm excluded from the results because I'll be too high up the matter. Anyway, as the door burns open, the flaming sphere rolls into another room.
Yeah, let's say.
alright, bye, spear.
Yeah, keep it around. See if there's anything in there.
I imagine someone's in there. They'd probably shout about the random sphere inside there now that's on fire.
They're still
And
dead.
undead just generally stare at it confused. I try to
Arr.
chew on it.
As person who usually has to go find the traps in the first place, Arbok will move up to the doorway and have a look inside the room.
James pats him on the back as he walks up. The condescending pat.
For damn blaming your germs.
Careful there, we gotta be safe here.
Okay. As you approach towards who's approaching the door first?
Arbok.
Hi.
As Arbok does so, and he kicks across the dust on the various stones below him as he moves, not leaving any tracks admittedly with the way Arbok moves, but still.
Don't question it. It's magic.
You still end up smudging the dust enough that suddenly below your feet, you find a set of hieroglyphics hidden under the dust glow.
But
Arbok, make me a charisma check.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
What?
remember, we have a book for stuff like this.
This is true. Arbok, you may add a +6 bonus to your charisma check.
Oh, thank God.
Fuck.
This is why I bought this.
That's
how
11.
you beat 10.
I mean, you used the Celia thing.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
don't
can
know
use the
well,
Celia thing
Well,
if
have
you
I
want it.
failed?
Why
That's a
don't
better
you?
question.
Yes, it's a failure.
Do I want to waste that
Celia
right
thing.
away?
It's a
I mean,
curse.
I guess I might as well not die right now. Let's try Vasilia thing.
Yeah,
Okay. So
Just
Celia,
don't roll a 1.
Celia throws a hurl of insults at you. Add a d6 retroactively.
Albert cries a little bit. Fuck.
no.
But did
What
you-
did I just say?
Okay, that pushes you up to what, 12?
Yep.
Which is the DC.
Ha!
Oh, yay!
I thought it might be. If it's a blatant ability check, it's probably not much higher than 10.
As Arbok feels this dark, rotting magic try to enter into his body, but he manages to just barely overpower it.
Rookhead just
There
like
you go.
flails
Why
about
don't
a
you use-
rock.
The rune on the rune on the ground just fading away completely afterwards.
I know it, the bloody bastard, of course, has those stuff like that set up.
I feel weird.
Anyway, with that, you may now proceed into the dungeon itself.
Yay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we were just in the entrance hall.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about that.
There's a reason I haven't shown you the map yet, because you've been in the entrance hall. I don't have a map of the entrance hall.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
But yeah. Wait, 1 second.
Oh Jesus!
dude.
Thank God for Celia.
Damn it, which spells? I hate this character sheet sometimes. It's constantly doing things I don't want it to do. I have to figure out all the spells I did and didn't actually use.
I recommend Notepad.
Yeah. And we're just down here, so I don't think you've used much. The only person
This
who's
is
really
true.
used
Well, it's supposed to allow me to total the spells I have left in a day manually,
Mhm.
but it keeps auto-calculating it like every time I close the page.
Also, for convenience, Team PC, turns out we're in the top left.
Yay.
Yay.
This wasn't by choice. I randomly generated where the entrance would be. It's in the top left.
I don't think I actually used any. I did not use Bestow Insight at all last night, I don't.
The only person who
No.
would have used magic is Garvin, because he needed to water breathe a few people, I think.
Yes.
And stuff like Mage Armors. So,
I did have Touch of the Sea prepared. Did I use Touch of the Sea at all?
I think you did to get to swim to help some people
Yeah, I
swim
think
down.
he used it to swim down.
Yeah, but now is a question of how many people did I use that on? Because I wouldn't have needed to, because I have a really good.
Actually, you might not have actually in that case.
Actually, yeah, no, I think you didn't.
No, I think the rest of us would swim. Like
That's true. Most people can swim or be carried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, there was an air bubble used by someone, I believe. But-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used an air
That was to
bubble
protect
for
herself.
equipment. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, then I'm just going to count 2 spells used. 1 mage armor for me, 1 mage armor for Ari.
That
Did Ace,
seems
Yeah.
did Ace
right.
have a mage armor?
Probably from Tass,
Okay.
who came down. That seems pretty fair because Tass.
Mm-hmm.
Which Tass's last 5 hours. It's good. It's pretty good. You enter into a much lower room, less grand. The walls still covered in various iconographies. This room doesn't have a lot in it, though it does have the following. So I have to go through each part here. So you have just walked through a now destroyed simple wooden door. To your south seems to be another wooden door, mostly plain. Immediately to Luke's east on there is an archway. Just an archway. And in the north, there is another wooden door. On the western wall, so next to James, there is a statue of a rather quizzical looking woman with a bird for a head.
Interesting.
There
might be a
are
religion check.
there are several square holes cut into the ceiling and floor of this room. There's also an important note: the hewed rough stones you're walking across this dungeon do make it difficult to run and charge. DC 10 acrobatics check or fall on your face.
Oh, great.
You cannot take 10.
Is Bird Lady a religion check?
You can attempt a religion check.
Well,
Yeah, I nat 20.
Yay, good job.
I'm going to aid that nat 20, I guess. I did not okay.
I mean,
I mean, you got 30.
31.
There.
It turns out, as you kind of look at the statue, the two of you come to a conclusion. 1 second.
Bless you.
It's all the grave dust. The statue is, you don't know it exactly, but you believe it's of one of the messengers. You can't remember their name exactly, but they are a messenger of one of the various Assyrian gods. And more precisely, though, because you managed to breach 30, you remember not only are they kind of messenger from one of the gods, they were the false messenger of one of the gods, known for telling lies and deceit.
So there's something tricky about this room, I bet.
There is nothing tricky about this room. The voice echoes from the statue.
Is the statue pointing at anything?
Statue just
Or
seems to be
looking at anything?
straightforward.
You're just gonna ignore the fact that the
Alright.
statue
Yeah,
talked.
the statue just.
So,
Yeah, Satyrs talked to Garvin, where it's like, yeah, let's ignore that.
I did, and I have an idea. So then, which way to the main tomb? Specifically, the sarcophagus.
East.
Then we go west.
We just came west. South
Exactly.
it is.
Wait, I thought east was the. Or
Yeah. So
oh yes,
That's the archway.
then it's not east. Probably going to be south then.
Wait, I have a
Probably.
plan. Whoops. Wait, hold on. Shit. Whoops.
Devlin kind of like points